with the green screen today. These are unlicensed pictures that you can get from the internet. I just typed in forest unlicensed. How cool is this, guys? Look at that. Big bodies in a forest. So these aren't ones I've taken nearby like they normally are. Pretty cool, eh? Bori's in the forest. I mean, I am in the forest, technically. In a van, in the forest. Should I do the spooky looking one? The one with the road. The narrow road. See the road behind me. Kind of like the first one, eh? Yeah, we'll do the first one. Welcome, guys. Welcome. So I did I guess you call it a two-part series of a kind of like a movie script, a story that was done right on the spot. And most of the characters, except for one, were all people that I chat to and have made friends with over lives. Not just over lives, but mainly over lives. How cool is that? I've actually been really excited about what's been happening within the live community. A few hiccups, a few learning curves, all of that. This would be good. The golden glow. Look at that golden sheen. Look at that. But yeah, I've really been enjoying what's been happening with these lives. So, and I'm talking early, even though I can't see anyone's joined. I don't think anyone's joined yet. I'll actually do a quick Facebook. So I just did a thing on Facebook. I'm just trying to set it up. There we go. Yeah, so I've really been enjoying what's been happening on the lives and all that. Just the people I'm meeting, the things, the subjects, and I felt doing those stories was really stepping into my gifts with yeah, I guess you could say characters and a bit of acting, a bit of creativity, and it was all on the spot, and I'm getting really good responses from people. Trying to get everyone, like my personal followers, like people that I know them in real life. When I say I know them in real life, I know them personally. Trying to get them to see the lives and check them out, see what they think and whatnot, if they'll enjoy them, because I haven't been doing just your normal pre-recorded videos. I mean, I did a quick one yesterday just to tell people, because I noticed on my mum's phone, through showing her stuff on my YouTube, that you don't just see the live videos, you have to go over, hey, someone's here. You don't just see the live videos. You have to click on live in the options. There's like an options bar. And I realized that. So that's why I did that video yesterday, to kind of tell people, hey, this is here. These videos are all here. They're ready to go. And yeah, so looks like someone keeps coming in and out. But so I'll just take it easy for now till people start joining. I've got some friends that I notify. Usually go around this time. And yeah, I got some stuff prepared today. Look at me, looking like a leprechaun sitting in the forest. Just wait till some people join. Let me know in the comments. Say hi, please, as people join. I usually get a bit of an uptick. Oh, look, the camera's picking up on the car seat. There's something behind me. It's a car seat. So yeah, let me know when you're here, guys. Please say hi. Any friends that join up, that join my live. So it's not creepy and I'm just talking to myself. But I'm starting to communicate with these live sessions as I am making a video, because I'm realizing, because I'm posting them after, people don't, you know, I'm being conscious of that. So you don't sit me. I don't sit there and see no one's joined and just start picking my nose or something. But yeah, let me know when you're here. Whoever's here when you come. Um, Everyone's slow today. Must be the cold weather. No, but I've got people from all around the world, man, watching my lives, and there's an annoying fly flying around. Trying to shelter from the cold, most likely. Welcome, 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 welcome. Let me know when you're here. Yeah, I got something cool to talk about. A couple of things. It's just it really it really blows me away. I must say, guys, like God was just talking to me about things today, and man, oh man, it just blows my mind how the stuff he'll talk to me about, and I'm just like, wow, it's so clear. And always ask me, feel free, you know, whoever you are, whoever might be listening, always feel free to ask those childlike questions. How does God talk to you? Why does God talk to you? You know, those I find I find the most simplest questions are often the most deepest questions, the most important questions are usually very simple. They're childlike, they're innocent. And it's literally stuff like that. It's like, why does God talk to you? You know? Um, or whatever. Um, Man, that one fly is so annoying. He's been here the whole day. I cooked the curry today. I kind of copied the ingredients of the Indonesian rendang that I made, I think a week ago or so. And yeah, it's good. I'm so full, so full. Grateful. Got food, got everything. Man, people a bit slow today coming up. Everyone must be busy. Just wait a bit longer till people start joining, till I start seeing comments. Bear with me there. I'll just keep you up in my chops. But yeah, God was just talking to me about stuff today that was just like, wow. Like it was really just insane. And I'm like, and he's talking about this and that. And then I could already feel it wasn't something he wanted me to necessarily share. But I asked him the question anyway, and I said, oh, God, is this something you want me to share? And God's like, no, I'm just teaching you. I'm just showing you. Wow. Never have I known so much freedom than to have God in my life. And in some sense, I've always had God. But since I've grown in that relationship, obviously, it's completely different to what it was, from, say, when I was a kid. Or when I was really pushing to completely do my own stuff and find love, find purpose, find acceptance. Yeah, so let me know if you're here, guys, in the comments, please, if anyone joins, so I can kind of get into subject matter too. But I'm just going to keep talking otherwise. But yeah, so hearing God talking to me today, and it was just so refreshing, and I'm like, oh wow, I've had a lot going on lately, good stuff, bad stuff, but I find bad stuff when you're with God, it's doesn't feel bad. It's a strange thing. It's everything. He's got you. He's got you, and he's teaching you things. Please say in the comments if any of my friends or anyone I know has rocked up, or if you're having a listen. So let me know you're around. It looks like 2 people might be there. Yeah. So just a real gratefulness today, where it's like, oh wow, to hear the voice of God, to hear Him, and go, wow, that's God, and know it's God, and yeah, I was just talking, guys, if anyone's listening, just how God just talking to me today about some stuff, and just just the freedom and peace with that, and just like I'm like, wow, it was just so clear. And um I guess if people ask questions, I'll tell them I'm happy to answer questions with that topic. I feel like there's a lot I could say, because it's a big part of my life, hearing the voice of God, and um, seeing spiritual things, understanding spiritual things, or understanding coming to what I see, because I've always kind of seen things, but I haven't always understood things. That's for sure. And there's still, I feel like the more I grow, the more I understand, the more I realize I don't understand. Um, which is something I was talking on another live, and I said that's why the best posture to be before God is like a child, a broken child, trusting God, falling at His feet, and just going, God, you're in control. Um, you're my mercy. You're my hope, blessed hope. So, yeah. Um, Let me know if any of my friends are there. It's a bit slow today. Everyone's probably frozen. Let me know if anyone's there that I don't know, wants to be made known. Um, I guess I'll start chatting anyway. Um, so so today I was getting ingredients for this curry I made. Um, that I've already cooked and eaten. I mean, not the whole thing, but I've eaten some. And I was at the supermarket and I ran into a friend um, that I actually had a falling out with. Um, it was very painful. It was a mixture between things I could have done better, um, could have went better about, could have been more sensitive, could have avoided certain things. And it was a mixture between this friend. I don't want to say too much because he is a very respectful, private friend, and that's not why I'm talking about it to somehow expose someone, and you know. But this friend has an issue, um, one that he was struggling with, and I didn't make it any better, but I went out of my way to try to catch up with him when this stuff was going on. And anyway, he said some things. I didn't really say much when it was happening, but he said some things, and it wasn't stuff that I could really, I felt, especially at the time, going through like heartache and stuff. It wasn't stuff I could actually. I knew pretty much straight away. It wasn't stuff I could just yeah, sorry, and keep going and keep doing the same stuff. I had to let this friend go, and the friend apologized. I apologized and all that, and I said, look, it's all good. It's, we forgave each other and whatever. And yeah, so I ran into this friend, and we're both happy to see each other. And I was very straightforward. I didn't, and he didn't, which is good. But we didn't talk about the falling out, a specific like what was said, and I'm sorry for that. It was more like, oh yeah, that happened, and yeah, and we talked about why we did what we did, and it was good, and it was like happy to see each other, like genuinely happy to see each other, and we gave each other a hug and stuff, and he was a real brother to me. He is a brother to me. And it was interesting because even though we had that falling out, and I was in a lot of pain at the time, and it wasn't just the falling out with him. It was stuff going on. And he was in a lot of pain and all that. And he's, without saying too much, but he's getting help and all that. And I said, reach out when you do and let me know how it goes and all that. And it was really sweet. And I thought, wow, you never know if you do what you know is right before God. Now, you could question me and go, well, what do you mean do what's right before God? Because I constantly run into people and go, do what's right. And too many people, their what's right is not right, it's evil. I'm going to go one step further. I don't believe, personally, I don't believe the moment we think we know what's right, and it's not rooted in a trust in God and God changing and examining our heart, I think it's a scary road to go down. I really do. And yes, of course, it's better for someone with good intentions and all that. and wanting to do good. I would never stop someone. In fact, it even says in John, it says those who do evil turn away from the light, because it's talking about Jesus and how he's the light of the world. And so those who do evil turn away from the light. They don't want their evil deeds exposed. So those who do good come to the light because they want their good deeds exposed. So that's why I'll never stop someone from doing good, because it absolutely it can draw them into wanting to be exposed by the light, which is God. And there are many false lights and many false voices, and there's a lot of rabbit holes we could go down with this, for sure. But back onto the topic, yeah. So that's why I say, when I say about me doing what's right, it's me doing right before God, if that makes sense. That's why I say that, because contrary to popular opinion, I'm not interested in doing good like just anyone. I only want to do what I literally only want to do what God has for me. And like anyone, I very quickly realize I can not guard my heart and just go down into situations that don't do anyone any good. And it's a small part, but that's part of the reason I can hear God's voice. There's more to it. There's so much more to it. On one hand, I'll say it's extremely simple. And on one hand, I'll say it's simple, but there's a lot. I wouldn't say it's complicated. No. It's definitely not chaotic. I find usually when there's chaos, it's a mark of the enemy. Some people boast about chaos. I've heard even people recently on social media where they're like, basically, yeah, it was crazy. They're like boasting, oh yeah, I'm chaotic and rah rah rah, and that's not good. It's not good. And there's the person you are before people, and then there's the person you are in your own thoughts when you're all alone. When the darkness comes, or maybe it's when the darkness comes and you feel like you're all alone. And the reason sometimes you feel all alone is because you realize when all the people are gone, when all the voices are gone, suddenly all their outer image, people pleasing, good intentions, things that look good, suddenly all that doesn't matter. All that matters is almost like, especially when there's real evil surrounding someone, it's just survival, Yeah, so I try to deliberately remember all that, because, yeah, sure, maybe I'm boasting about it. Maybe I need to. Maybe I need to tell people about it, the freedom I have, but I sleep alone in the woods and I'm protected. I feel safe. I go pitch black out there. I'm not scared. I'm not afraid. And that's something I do need to talk about. That's something I need to go, hey guys, I have something here that I did not have. Man, when it comes to being scared of the dark, man, I was a very, very afraid kid. I was very broken and afraid. I saw things, saw ghosts. I saw a lot of evil, even as a kid. And now I live in a bubble, and I have to be careful. I have to be careful because the freedom I have, it's easy for me just to forget that a lot of people don't have that freedom. A lot of people are living in jails and cages, and A lot of people don't see a way out. A lot of people have tried everything they know. Well, they think they tried everything they know, you know, um, and they find themselves in a state of hopelessness, darkness, um, in survival mode. And it's easy to quickly judge these people, but I don't want to quickly judge them. And the thing about judgment is, the truth is, I'll tell you the truth, guys. Truth is, we all make judgments. And, there's this real push, and a lot of Christians will do it. Oh, don't judge, don't judge. No, you judge. You all judge. Even if it's judging on the road whether a car's going to swerve and hit you. It's how you judge. It's it's the heart behind a judgment. A judgment to do good. A judgment to stand on God's word. A judgment to speak the truth, even though it will be twisted and thrown back at you, and the accusations will come and all that. It's all a judgment. It's all making a decision, a judgment. So it's not don't judge. That's just not true. It's like if you're walking alone and you see someone walking and they're wearing a black hoodie and they got their head low. You trust me, you are making a judgment, and you better. The judgment might be, hey, I'm going to give some space with this figure. The judgment might be, I will not initiate a conversation with this figure. It's a judgment. So it's not that you won't judge, you do. Stop being delusional, everyone. Because, there's been this push and it's outdated and it's actually not what the Bible was talking about or referring to. When Jesus said, do not judge lest ye be judged, or do not, how you judge, what measure you use to judge will be used against you. That's exactly what it meant. It meant you are making judgments. It wasn't trying to say no one judges. That judging itself is evil. Do you hear what I'm saying, guys? It's not that judging itself is evil. It's that when you judge, examine your heart first. Let the finger of God examine you first. And why are you judging? What is your motive? What is your heart behind your judgment? Because be careful. If you just flippantly start judging because you're self-righteous or whatever, or because you don't care to examine your heart because, in your ego, in your little world, somehow you're righteous, somehow you've earned salvation, somehow you're better than people, whatever. That judgment from that heart will very quickly, because these victims will cry out, these eyes that watch, very quickly, the moment you do the same thing, the moment they can use it, they'll use that judgment against you. And so you get so many people, and I've been there, we've all been there, trust me, we've all been there. We've made a judgment, a wrong judgment, and it's come back on us. It's like a lot of people will claim karma, or what I like to say, same thing, sort of. You reap what you sow. A lot of people will claim karma when it comes to someone wronging them. Oh, karma's going to get them. Right? But it's interesting how many people talk about that. What comes back to us, what we reap, what we sow. How many people talk about that in regards to doing good? Loving people. Even when people say nasty things against us, all of it, attack us. How many of us stand strong and go, I'm not going to be drawn into anger and hate. I could easily. Sure, we need to process it. I could slap that person, whatever. But how many of us would actually hold back because we really believe that. We really believe God and how He's made things. We really believe Him when it's like, well, I fear God. I don't actually fear that attack from that person. I don't fear even my reputation. In fact, I'll tell you a little secret about your reputation. It's none of your business. Did you know that? Your reputation is none of your business because it always goes before you. It is always going before you. You can't. The moment you try to control your reputation, it's a dangerous road to go down. Little heads up, guys. Um, you know, and sometimes signs of someone trying to manage their reputation is things like, and I say things that look like I am, but I'm really not. And I actually am aware of it. Is, but sorry, I was just reading a message. But a sign that someone's trying to manage their own reputation. I mean, it's more than that, but is they'll be like, oh, what does so and so think of me? What's this person think of me? Do they like me? Does that person like me? You know, it's like, I could really say a lot on that. That's going down a scary road. I do know a lot about that. Sure. Yeah, so I'm just talking about some things, that stuff I do talk about in other videos that I've done on my YouTube. Yeah. So say hi if anyone's there. Say hi if anyone's rocked up. Man, the traffic is so slow today. So slow. I sent out the invites, did the post. Let me know, guys, when you're there. Anyone that I know. Yeah. Just mentioning before how I ran into an old friend that I had a bit of falling out with, and it was really good. It was really good. Because I really did. I think as much as I screwed up initially with walking into a bad situation, so to speak, I think how I dealt with it after was the right way. And I'm glad I did because I don't think the story's over with that person. Yeah, so I hope that makes sense. Yeah. Might end the live. It seems a bit quiet. I'm not getting a lot of traffic. My friends are probably got other stuff on or something. Guys, let me know because I'm about to, I'll give it a little bit more. Give you guys a little bit more time. I just don't feel like there's a lot of traffic going on at the moment. Yeah, so I'll just kind of, I'll keep talking about a few subjects. I was talking about earlier, if you've joined or if you're there, anyone's there. I was talking about earlier just how as I was going about my day job, my day, went into town, got a coffee, didn't do too much, pretty chilled day for me, cooked a curry, very chilled day for me, and just God was talking to me, just about stuff, and I knew He was just talking to me, but I thought I better ask the question if it's something He wants me to share, but no, He was just talking to me, and I thought, wow, and just the peace that comes with that, and yeah, just that gratefulness today that, oh wow, like just knowing God's talking to me, and the peace that comes with that, and um just how clear it can be. Yeah, um just a real gratefulness. And I feel a lot of what I've been through, hard stuff that I've been through, in a lot of ways, one thing it's definitely done with me, out of all the things that God's molding and done with me and all that, and still doing, and it's a continual work. Um, One of the things I find is because he's teaching me more and more not to be led by emotion, by false things, by things out of order, things out of time, and all that. Because he's taught me to trust him and walk in that trust. Um, I find quite often if I'm not feeling well, if I'm sick, even if there's heartache, I can still function. I can still function. It's really brought that character with me. Things that in the past would have shut me down, things that in the past I would have been like, man, I can't even. I, I'm gonna lose it at this person. I'm gonna break down in tears. I found I still got a long way to go, but I'm not comparing myself to anyone. I'm really not. And but I realized how much I've grown in that. Where yeah, I can function regardless of things because I do. I trust God, even when things hurt, even when people say things that can sometimes pierce the soul. Um, um, when there's rejection, when when the one you love, maybe the one you love has the very one you loved has turned on you, whatever that could mean. Um, you know, um, family feuds and all that, and just being able to be still and know He's God, and still be able to function because it's like I feel like I can still walk through the pain. I can walk through the storm, the fire, and and I know if I'm walking, I know if I'm moving, that eventually even this will pass. I hope that makes sense, but it's something I've been, I guess, trying to find the words to explain, and I think I did all right just then. It's that walking, being able to walk, being able to continue. Um, Man, I never thought there will be things that are so painful. They immobilize you. They lock you up. Um, so I hope that makes sense. I hope, yeah, someone might hear that. Maybe it will encourage them. Um, yeah, I'm not getting a lot of stuff going on here, guys. I'm gonna end the live. I think no one's seems to be really jumping on. Um, I don't think I've had more than 3 viewers. Maybe it said 6, but it's just all people passing through, I think. Anyone there? Any of my friends there? Let me know. Um, I'm thinking of ending the live. It just seems pretty quiet. I could possibly maybe do one later. Please let me know. Please let me know if anyone's there that I know or wants to communicate. Let me know. Man, that car seat in the camera is kind of annoying. Yeah, I think I'll end live, guys. Thanks for watching if anyone was watching. Big Bori out.